what's up? And how's it going? Okay, so last night we had it was a decent start. You know, we started Monster Hunter Iceborne, and I've enjoyed it so far. It's been a lot of fun. Definitely not what I expected. I'm guessing tonight will be the difficulty curve I was told about. I've enjoyed what I played. The area is really nice. The music's really good. Can't complain at all. I've really enjoyed Iceborne so far, and hopefully can continue. So, we're just gonna pick up where we left off last night. Basically, continue on the story. Maybe get some upgrades going on 5 potions for the daily reward tonight. Some more of the tickets and whatnot, which is cool. So let's start off going to the smithy first. Then we'll get us some food and hit up a quest and go from there. I don't remember where the smithy is, so give me a moment. And it'll be a second. I'm good. That's not the smithy, actually. Yeah, almost good. That's the canteen. It's around here somewhere. If there's one thing I know, it's that. I mean, I can't go to the Gathering Hub. There's a connection between the two, so... this is it. I hear the fire. Flames. Alright, Smithy. I wonder if there's anything new. There it is, but I have nothing for it. Both of these. I liked it both. And neither one of these would take too much to actually upgrade to be better. This would be more of my like feel because Blast is something I've kind of already been working with. They have some sluts, which is cool. Blast damage is kind of like one of the things I already kind of like to use in here. So this would probably be the way I would need to go. The Lunistra. Try to get some of that stuff if I can. Hunting 1B seemed to be able to do the trick. So, maybe, as far as things go. As for now, let's look at some armor. See if there are any actual upgrades there. Not necessarily upgrades, but actual armor here. These are the things we basically been working on. Lots of new sets of armor. This is kind of the direction I'd like to go as far as things. We'll see though. I really like this armor. A lot. Also though, the Bayo is pretty nice as well. We were looking at this one last night. I like both of these quite a bit. Hunting 1B seems to be the thing in the Cryo Sag, which I don't think would be too hard to get. I'm not so sure about the Graxium though. And as far as this one goes, it's got in the same bone, frozen bone. I haven't found any bones, so. But Bonbaro. Antica Antler, which I think might come from that as well. I'm not really sure. Error! Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to do a quick reboot on this. I don't want to be offline for some reason. I don't know why it would randomly kick me, but it did. So, bear with me, we'll go into, actually, I don't have any copyright music on the actual thing anymore. You know, for the hell of it, I am gonna get a quick save. didn't really do anything. But hopefully I'll be standing around here when I come back. Probably not, but maybe. I can't make any good gear anyway until I actually, still coming in to remind me. But, yeah. Go ahead and get this restarted here. I don't know why it decided to randomly boot me offline. Like, I'm still here and here and just over there. Decided on the PS4 Pro to just dash me off. I don't know. We'll figure it out, though. Hopefully that won't be an issue anymore. I'm obviously still online, so it had to be an issue with, like, the game. Maybe their servers are having, like, an update or something. Maybe. I don't really know. I'm gonna mute the game for a second. I'll turn it right back on. It's mostly just because a lot of this actually has a giant copyright on it too. I don't know why. I'm starting to notice a lot less things are an issue with Iceborne as it is with the base game. But base game, let me tell you. And base game still uses the same menu screen, so obviously copyrighting content. It's nothing you get in trouble over. It's just not adequate either, so. We'll get in here and get it started all over again. Communication error. It has to be something with the game. It's the PSN. Is there some kind of like PlayStation Network thing going on I didn't know about? It's in, for now. Go ahead and turn the sound back on. I don't know. It's weird. But ever since we've had this new update for the PlayStation 5 coming in, all the PlayStation 4 network on the PSN has been wonky, so to speak. I know there's a lot of people very upset about their conversations getting listened to. Also, which, I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny in a way. What you talking about? No, don't tell me. I probably don't want to know. Again? PSN! What is up with you? Shouldn't have been talking shit. Okay, there's no point in it. I wish there was a way to go back online in the game. Easier than just getting out of the game to go back into the game. But there's not. Riz, what's up? Are you having PSN issues right now? Sorry, I'm gonna mute this again. I'm gonna close it out one more time. I don't know what else to do. I mean, this is at that point where it's just like, it's not me. It has to be PSN. I mean, it says it was PSN just a second ago. But how were you, Riz? How was your day? Get out of here, Steam. It's depressing. I'm actually having a damn decent internet day, too. Not at the moment. I wonder if it's like just this area. I mean, we all use different servers, but for some reason, like Monster Hunter World is not connecting to the PSN. And no, I'm not the only one, because I saw more people, as that goes on too. I saw more people online when I first started playing this game. It may just be in like you were more like central US, and I'm much more on the eastern end. Actually, I'm on the eastern end. There's not much more. I mean, I'm there. Let's hope this time. I really don't want to have to worry about this a lot tonight. That'd be so trash. So, Rez, what did you do today? Anything cool? Actually had a really good day up until this point. Cannot connect to the server. Try it again. Maybe it's just Monster Hunter World server. Been farming for your Final Fantasy XIV glue weapon? That's cool. Any progress? I might have to just go at it offline and we'll go from there, I guess. Apparently they're having, I don't know if it's Monster Hunter World or Sony servers. We'll go at it for now. If it looks like too much, we'll just, we'll go back. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and fight with it. I've been, mostly playing this alone anyway. Just finished with it? An all-day project. How do you even get it? Like, I know you gotta do Bozja, but is it the raid that you get it? Or is it like, to me, all this stuff that you get in Bozja is very vague and kind of confusing. I know you gotta do Bozja, but even the mount, like, is it like just the memories? You get those memories and you like turn those in and you get shit? Is it just like a currency? I don't know. I've been very confused about the whole demographic of it all. I haven't played it much though. I mean, I'm only like, I think rank 4. I mean, I barely scratched the surface when when you were helping me out just the other day. I've been very, very curious about it. And again, later on, we're going to try to get back online there, because I'm probably going to need help, honestly. The first few fights of the game were meant to be solo played, and then after the last one I did last night, they were actually saying that after that, at the point, you unlocked SOS for Iceborne, so yeah, we'll go from there. Get some food in us. Ooh, what was that other one? Lucky Liquor Platter. Okay. Thank you, Mama Kitty. There's separate memories you need. 3 different cons. And 20 for each. Actually, you did Heaven's Ward Fates because they're guaranteed to drop. Yeah, that's what I saw in the Mr. Happy thing. I talked about that in the last stream I did for Final Fantasy 2. That's what Sam did as well, actually. Was just, a lot of people are doing it, from what I've read. Is the Bozja stuff, eventually it gets to the point where like the drops that you need, they're not promised, and they're 100% if you do the fates, so 6 bitter, then you gotta get 6 bitter memory crystals by running the 6 Heavensward dungeons. Jesus. I know why they're doing it, like I've talked about it already before. with, you know, the free-to-play extending the Heavensward now in Final Fantasy XIV. Not to mention everything going on with what was it? Come on, brain, work for a second. Yokai Watch stuff. So I get that with the Fates. The dungeons, a little iffed out on that one, but I mean, I guess again, the extension of the free trial kind of thing going on. Or free to play thing kind of going on, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it sounds tedious, but at least it's not impossible, and at least there is ways to actually do it. So did you get burnt out on Boja, or is it just want to hurry up and get your stuff? I'm just gonna do it here. I have no idea where the handler is in here. Ready to struck. Hunt a Viper Tobikadachi. We'll try. Minato, I told you to run and tower. It's a tower and it went pretty fast. Everyone is doing it, yeah. I mean, I'll be on tomorrow doing some stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, probably so, as far as things like that go. My fear with this, though, is the rise of a lot of people jumping in. I hate to say it and sound so negative. I feel like Boja and then other stuff like that is going to become very quick dead content. It'll be a rise in the popularity in the now, and then after that it's going to be just like Eureka and a lot of other things. There's people that went back and did it, a lot of people that redid it just to, you know, get other things for other classes, but I don't know, I see that happening pretty quickly. Just a rise. You'll probably do a Boja cluster farm sometime soon for the mount, the Construct 14 mount. I mean, that's cool. The only one I really care about, but that one looks cool, but if I gotta grind too much for something, I've lost interest in a lot of the grind for 14. I mean, I've already talked about it, I'm not really gonna get into that tonight. I'm really hoping, and I hate to say it, but I am really hoping that the rumored next title isn't the title. Oh god. There's so many people ecstatic about it, and I'm just like, I'm the only person that's just like, please no.
Be careful, Pard!
I watched the Mr. Happy video, and he's like, you know, you got a Realm Reborn, then you got Heavensward, you got Stormblood, you got Shadowbringers, and I was just like, I don't understand your correlation. Please no. Forspoken, yeah, I know. You might be into it. It's very likely. I know. I'm not into it. It is a it's a shitty name for an expansion. Don't think of yourself now. Bring yourself down to 14-year-old you. Maybe 15. Whatever. All I'm saying is, let's compare. A Realm Reborn makes sense. Heavensward sounds badass. If you were a kid, you're gonna call it Heavensword. It's true. Stormblood. It just screams war, and you're like, yes. Shadowbringer. You're the warrior of darkness. Sorry. I got into that. I dropped something. Makes sense. In Forspoken, does it make sense? Maybe it makes sense, yeah, but is this... It's not good. It's not a good name. It's a very bad name, actually. Sounds kind of boring. Sounds very boring. All I'm saying is, if I were to play a game, and the first thing that I heard was like, let's not even put Final Fantasy in front of it. Let's ignore Final Fantasy 14. Let's use World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft expansion Forspoken. I'll just say that. Not a big fan either, but it might grow on you. Maybe. It's not growing on me. I've tried. I've even tried to say it in correlation, like the way a lot of people were putting it. And it's just not growing on me at all. I wish it would. I wish it would. I'm not saying I'm not like... I'm ecstatic for the expansion. Whatever the hell they name it, I'm gonna play it. I just... Depending on how the story goes, sounds like something super tied into Heidelin. I could guess that too. It would make a lot of sense, honestly. But, and again, I'm gonna love the game. Gonna love the expansion. Gonna play the expansion. It's gonna be amazing. The story's always amazing. But that title, oh my god, it's just... I feel like my 4th grade teacher came up with it, kind of thing. You know, she was like wanting everybody in the class to be excited. And she got with the other teachers, and she was like, oh my god, what are we gonna call it? And then, you know, somebody was like, let's call it Sword Dragger. And somebody's like, no, it's too obvious. And like, let's call it Page Turner. And it was like, no, the kids will think that's boring. And then somebody was like, let's call it Healer Sacrifice, because that's what they're gonna be doing. And they were like, no, that's just stupid. And then somebody's like, how about Forspoken? In the background, like the way back. But it's like back row. He just threw it out there because he thought they'll never choose that. And they were like, yeah, you in the back, stand up. What was that? Forspoken? Yeah, we'll do that one. And he was like, oh god, no, please don't. I just said that. And yeah. Some Oriange shit? Yes, I totally agree. Art thou now ready to witst this moment upon your wits, and use them upon everyone else thou hast cast before thyself, and that thou must then reminisce on the past, and realize that then on now thou shall cow, brown cow, Forspoken. Just, God. Please no. I really hope it's not that. It's just too not good. Again, I'll still play it. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna think it's good. That title is just... Again, I'm gonna relate back to Mr. Happy. He was like Stormblood. He was like Shadowbringers, Heavenspawn, Reborn, Forspoken. And as soon as he said that, I was like, no! What is your correlation here? They're gonna listen to you. Stop! Make more sense. Say something like Dragonlance. That sounds badass. Final Fantasy XIV, Dragonlance. They could call the motherfucker Beastmaster, and I'd just be like, yes. I mean, after all, we are getting Beastmaster. I'm just saying, there's better names out there. I'll stop rambling. Let's get a whirly-dirly on this. Let's go see if I can kill this without people, because the PSN's being a little shafty on the servers. I don't even know where I gotta go. I do know I'm gonna need some hot peppers. Give me some of that pepper juice. I'd be a little sad if they streamlined Oriange again. Don't get me wrong, I know he's a son, I know he's a heavily induced main character. I just kind of wish that they had started focusing on other songs. I mean, and this is coming from a Y'shtola fan. I love Y'shtola. And she's in the center of all of it. I just wish that they'd, you know. Who do you think I need, like, really needs the spotlight? Arguably, I'm gonna say Thancred. I know Thancred had a big role this time around. I don't know, I think we need some more Thancred. Maybe some Lise. I mean, what the hell's she been doing? She's legitimately just been kind of like conducting war. Predict or foretell, or ask for something in advance. Alfino and Olise are getting new jobs next expansion. They could use some better focuses too. Like, they were very, very, very side content in the last one. Were they there? Were they heavy? Yeah, kinda, but not really. It was the same way with Thancred. Yeah, Thancred was there, but was he? And it was the same way with Alfino and Alice. The ones who really got a lot of the main focus just because, like, Oriange, which I don't understand. And Y'shtola is always going to have the spotlight. She is the fan favorite, so... Oh, Jesus, no. No, 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 no. You go, like, creep on somewhere else. I'm not trying to do you. I'm in the middle of a rant. But, yeah, I would like to see somebody else get a little lomlot. It's so funny. They have skid marks as a thing you search. I'm not trying to hunt that down. I know it's exactly for the thing I'm just trying to avoid right there. I know we just got a whole expansion, but you wouldn't mind some more Graha. I feel like we're gonna have something for sure with current Graha, or I wouldn't say current. I would say the first Graha. Or wait, was the first what we were dabbling in? Our Graha. I will say that. I feel like we're gonna have something more going on with him. What? I don't know. Something? Definitely. I think that it's going to definitely be a thing. I wouldn't be, you know, subject to that in a bad way either. Hingans. But they can't just, like, you know, do what they did with the other Graha. End it the way they did and then just not give anything else. I mean, I guess they could, but I doubt they would. It just seems like too much of something. I'm not trying to get too carried away here. I'm not really sure what it is I'm looking for here. Maybe it's at this other camp. Going from that direction. You mean news? Just really ready for some FanFest. Yeah, they're not actually doing a lot of stuff this year. There was actually a little something. It's either a live letter coming up, or it was something right before the stream. I'm not sure on either of those. I didn't really look into it. But there is something coming up pretty soon. I'd like to see some news as well. Sadly, a lot of this stuff would be like next month, and then like February. So a lot of the stuff like that's going to be kind of vague. I know it's kind of early, and I apologize already in advance. I'm going to have to take like a horrible quick restroom break. Just bear with me. Okay. Sorry about that. They said they were thinking of doing it virtually. God, it'd be so lame, though. I hate to admit it. I mean, people would be into it. I mean, a lot. If you didn't have to pay for it, it's the perfect thing they could do. If you had to pay for the content, oh god, no. Just don't. I think what would be better is if they would get a small dev crew. And bear with me here, you might actually really agree with this. Obviously, no extra payment. None. FanFest, I've always wanted to go, but it's a very pricey thing. Especially here in the US, they do it in Las Vegas. If you already haven't followed up to that point, just look up how expensive a room in Las Vegas is. And on top of that, consider your location. I live in Georgia. There's no driving there. And if I did, it'd take days. So that's a lot of days to take off work. It's like 3 days. So 3 days in a hotel. Think of a hotel with events going on. So, yeah. Very expensive. Something, it may be a bucket list thing. Probably never going to happen, unfortunately. So with that being said, if they did anything virtual, I don't think it should be a bunch of dudes sitting in a closed room with a background of a random scene or art by Yoshitaka Amano talking and showing us pictures with the sad, very sleepy Yoshi P. That is lame. I'm sorry. They could do better. What they should do is get a very small team, and again, bear with me. If you play the game, you're going to agree. A very small team. 10 to like 20 people. That's all it would take. A very small team, and make an in-game event and just call it the FanFest event. And they could run it every single year what's left of the game and still do the concurrent FanFest event. Easy. Done. Tied up. I would much rather that. And Minato, hello. Sorry you've caught us mid-rant. Glad you can make it, though. And how are you, Minato? Gosh, I want to save right now. I'm going to get to this beastie, watch its cutscene, if I can ever find where the hell it is, and, try my best. Is this it? Did I stumble upon it on accident? Viper Tobi Kadachi. I did. Huh. Alright, let's do it. Tobi Kadachi. Viper version. He moves so quick. Ooh, strikes like lightning. Probably poison. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is that? An Onjanoff? That's fun. An Onjanoff that poisons. It literally strikes it. And this thing poisons. I gotta retreat. I got one somewhere on me. I'm out of antidote. Herbal medicine. Do something. Oh, thank you, herbal medicine. Thank you, Skittles. Not here for you, Anjana. My blade lies beyond. Your weapon has a flower of... wait, what? Don't you dare run away. I just got back over here. Finally got the glory. Dancer weapon has a flower of love on it. Oh, that's cool. Sorry. I thought you said danger at first. I was like, danger? This is the last thing I want to hear right now. From the toad! Just made me sleepy. Oh no, of all things, now I'm gonna get eaten to death by mosquitoes. Paralysis mosquitoes. Oh god. Thank you, cat, for hitting me. I didn't want that stone. Okay. Needless to say, I'm gonna need people, so yeah. Let's go back, and we're gonna have to get some peeps in here. Also, we might have to eat again. Oh, this one's gonna, yeah. It's gonna need some peeps. This is gonna be a toughie. He moves so fast, he poisons. We're gonna have a little bit of getting on with that. Yeah, you need all 20 of each again. It's so crazy. Hopefully I can just go back, save, log out, log in, and hopefully get an online session going on again. I don't know what's up with the servers tonight, but they are just being shitey. Tommy! Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? Thanks for jumping in over on Facebook. I really appreciate that. You need the quest activated. Yeah, that is a lot of grinding, Minato and Rez. That, again, back to what I was saying earlier. Very all unfriendly. I don't think they care right now, Rez, if I'm being quite honest. It's kind of like, followage? I think I'm gonna have to work up some commands over on Facebook. I don't actually have any bots set up on Facebook right now. I need to. It's the only thing I don't have bots set up on. I'm gonna get a quick save here. Log out, log back in. Like, I did this first. Just do it all here. Just mute the sound in the background for a bit when it actually comes up. Try this again. We're definitely gonna need people, especially if this is apparently one of the most hated fights in the game. But again, Rez and Minato, what I was saying is, also, Tommy, how have you been doing? I really would like to hear about that. I mean, times are getting crazy again around my area. Hopefully, it's not too bad for you, your area. Okay, let me get a little mute ski in the background there. I think the red mage weapon for Jay, then, is probably it. Yeah, but what I was saying here lately with Final Fantasy XIV, the way they've been doing content, and I'm going to try to speed through this, because I'm trying not to make this a whole ramble, not me continuously just talking about Final Fantasy XIV, especially while playing Monster Hunter World. It's one of the reasons why I haven't been playing it as a lot as much lately. It's one of the reasons why I've talked about it a lot lately as well, is just, they haven't been, I'm not saying they don't care about the fans, they don't care about the subscribers, the long-term people. They obviously do. They just stopped making content. The thing that they're doing, though, unfortunately, is, again, we all know Yoshi P's working on Final Fantasy XVI. He says it's not affecting his work. Clearly, if you've played this game for 2 to 3 years plus, you've already seen it. You've already realized it. Every content that they release now is more and more and more and more grindy than the last. And in some aspects, you think, grindy is good, you know? I don't want to just beat something, get something, and not have anything else to do in the game. But they're not putting a limit to this grind. The grind is like, do something like 1,000 times, or do something, and, I mean, it's like that, you know? You're not doing anything 1,000 times, so to speak, predominantly. It's more so of things where you're doing it, and it's just like, I will say, you know, like the Shiva Unreal. the last time I've done it, unless you have extremely good luck, I've done a weird little math session, and you're doing it at least like 50 times. Or like a lot of like extreme boss bosses, you're doing like 99 times, predominantly, more than likely. Sometimes even more than that, if you want all the stuff. And get over 1,000 coins, and then you get like 40 max in Castrum. If you do everything. See, yeah, that's just too much. 1,000 coins and only get 40 drops? That's just... I don't even want to do that math right now. This is ridiculous. And I'm not talking shit. I'm not. But I slightly am. Mostly, it's more of a review of why I've slowed down. I'm not saying, you know, again, obviously tomorrow Final Fantasy XIV Tuesdays are back in full swing, but this is coming from a dude who's played it every day for a very long time to just... I started doing it 1 day a week now. And sometimes not even throughout the week. It's just too much. Is there a grind? Is it a good thing? Yeah, grind's a good thing. Is there such thing as too much of a grind? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not trying to play Grind Fantasy 14. I'm doing it in increments. That's the way I'm gonna do it. Slowly but surely. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get my weapon. That's why I've been playing, you know, mostly a lot of Monster Hunter. And I have enjoyed it. This game is awesome. Totally recommended, no matter what anybody ever told you. You gotta play it. It's so good. Gonna eat some more food, and then I'm gonna get right back out there and try to send out an SOS for this time. Blood Dragon. I gave up on Extreme. The Extreme Trials. Pretty much all Shadow Readers. After I got so far in Titania, and what's his face? I can't even remember his name now. I called it. I just couldn't keep it up. Not really trying to have another 99 run. Like 900 non-run actually, because I got the weapon. That's too much. That's far too much. Getting off of Final Fantasy XIV, Minato and Rez, you gotta get Monster Hunter World Iceborne. My gosh. I mean, I could probably get some people in a questy with me, and I'd love to have you, brobies, though. I miss playing this game with you guys. It feels like it's been forever. And Tommy, if you didn't dip due to rants of Final Fantasy XIV, hopefully you're doing well. And also, Minato, Rez, and Tommy, is everybody excited for something that's coming this Thursday? I've been giddy like a little kid. Ugh, man, like, I'm not kidding. I'm gonna stream Thursday, but I'm fighting demons not to. Next year I'm gonna get a capture card so I can actually start streaming my Switch, but my god. God, I wish I could, just so I could... I would take off this. I would take off this, Thursday for it. If I had one. For Monster Hunter, that is, but yeah. You would have gotten Iceborne if you knew the base game was that short. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I got, what's Thursday? Rez! What's Thursday? Rez! If you're super unlucky from the drops, the total is 3,498. Rez! What's Thursday? Crown Tundra. Crown Tundra's Thursday. Crown Tundra is Thursday. I'm ecstatic. Too much stuff coming out, you can't keep up. Crown Tundra is Thursday. Excited. Super excited. to come out in like December. No, it is this Thursday, October 22nd. I am so stoked. Again, I'm not going to be streaming it, obviously. I don't have a capture card, so it's like the only way you can stream Twitch. Or not Twitch, but Switch. So I won't be streaming it. If a lot of you that follow, I do actually play Pokemon Sword. Jump in over on Discord, we can hit some stuff up. But yeah. You haven't even beat the first DLC. What the hell, man, on it's not that long.
Be careful, Pard.
And think so, Minato, but yeah, the expansion is not that long. I think I beat it the first. It was the second day. The first day I did a little bit of grinding, catchy catch, but yeah. And this one's supposed to be longer. Loads of legendaries, more story. I'm not the biggest fan of the Crown Tundra legendary though. I think I'm like the only one that said something about it. It looks very lame to me. Other than that, though, the new Reggies, there's like I think an electric. I know there's a dragon. I think. I'd have to look it back up. 2 new Reggies, though. The birds are coming back. Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. Not to mention, they all have 3 new forms. They're actually implementing a raid system as far as the whole, like, Gigantamax, Gigamax, Dynamax, Pokemon kind of, you know, little gesture going on. You know, you and 3 other people go in this little, like, raid system, going up different tiers for harder Pokemon. Oh, I'm so excited. I wish I could stream it. Was chasing some cracked out Slowpoke on speed. They're actually not that hard to catch, actually, once you actually get to that point. Have you seen the new Slowking? I have, and I think it is amazing, not terrifying. I love how it looks. To be fair, the whole Slowpoke thing that they've done, I like it. I kind of like it more than the OG, but I'm not saying I don't like the OG. Obviously, it's got a nice soft spot in my heart. But yeah, I've seen it. The legendary so far is the only thing I don't like. The Crown Tundra legendary, whatever the heck. I mean, I guess it's a crown. There's symbolism there. It's just, I don't know. I just wish it looked cooler. It's like the lamest, one of the lamest. I'm not going to say the lamest. I really have to think about it. There's probably more lame ones out there. But, yeah. But I'm really excited, honestly, mostly, randomly, about the new Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres having, like, a regional form kind of thing. We don't know if the Twister's controlling the Slowbro, or the other way around. But yeah, I kind of like the direction they've gone. Like, the whole, like, purple-yellow kind of, like, things going on with it. Then, like, the thing being on its arm, now it's, like, actually like a helmet on its head. Regigigas is really lame. Its ability is awful. He looks cool, though. I'm not saying he's the lamest. If I gotta say, I'm gonna get hate for it. I'm gonna get hate for it. I know. I like it in the anime. I like it in the films. Hate it in the games. And it's Jirachi. I love Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Love Rayquaza, love the Reggies. Everything about it. Latios, Latias. Everything I love about it. Deoxys. I thought Deoxys was genius. Jirachi. Garbage. I'm. If you don't pick up what I'm laying down, I understand. Just walk over it. But oh my god, Jirachi. Talk about flimsy, useless. Make a wish? What? Deoxys was fucking cool. Oh yeah, Deoxys was fucking cool. The film they did with Deoxys and Rayquaza. I even like the film they did with Jirachi. I loved it. Jirachi itself is just very... I'm not a Jirachi fan. I will not tolerate Jirachi slander. I'm telling you, I like the anime. I even like how Jirachi looks. Jirachi in-game is probably the most flimsy legendary I think they've made to date. Especially considering what it was revolving around. A Groudon versus a Jirachi, who do you think's gonna win? I know. I know. And don't even get me on Aura Sphere. Not Aura Sphere. What is that move? Can Jirachi learn Aura Sphere? I need to look that up. Nonetheless, Jirachi's so flimsy. That's what we thought Deoxys was. Again, Deoxys was amazing. I never actually had a real OG Deoxys though, if I'm being honest with you. The Deoxys I had was a hacked version. Kinda, anyway. I got it in an emulator on an Emerald version. So it was kinda legit, kinda not legit. It was hacked because like the Pokemon catchery was actually upped on it. I played it for scientific purposes. I was young. But again, Rez, don't think it's straight Jirachi. Like I said, I like Jirachi and everything, but as far as actually being a useful legendary, it wasn't my favorite. I shouldn't call it the worst one, honestly. The what was that one? It had an evolutionary form. It wasn't that great either. It had an evolutionary form. When you did an emulator, doing the puzzle was a pain in the ass. Did you ever play Pokemon Pinball? That was it. Pokemon Pinball on Game Boy Advance. That was a really good underrated game. Oh, you think I'm kidding. Randomly, yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't honestly use legendaries very often either. I did get a wild hair every now and then and try to use a legendary. You had it on the GBA? I loved it on GBA. You think I'm kidding? Amazed. I definitely will never talk shit about it. I randomly beat it. But, I'm in the same boat. Again, I don't really use legendaries often. I mean, both of you know, you've played a lot of content with me doing raids and Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm not the biggest fan. I honestly feel like it's kind of a hack and a cheat using legendaries a lot of time. But I will say, I do enjoy occasionally just having a little legendary fun. You know, a little legendary fun ski. See what's gonna happen ski kind of thing. But they're oftentimes also rare. That was just, which is most of the time. I just feel like it's kind of a hack or a cheat to use a legendary, even though I know they're there. And it's kind of, you know, part of the thing. Catch it, get to use it, kind of deal. But used to use a lot of legendaries as a kid. Yeah, it was the same boat. Especially back in the gold, silver, crystal days. Oh god. I would spend most of my time trying my best to catch a Raikou and get my Mewtwo, obviously, as well. But honestly, like, the reasons I would try to focus in on that, I'd just start, like, as a kid, I was so bad, especially in those games, about actually, I know you know. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, well, sorry. But you can actually clone your Pokemon. You could, the way you did it was a very sketchy way. But what you would do, you would like put your Pokemon in the daycare. And go to the like Goldenrod Poke Center after you did so. And then you transfer one of your Pokemon to like another, like slot. wait, no. Yeah. That's how you did it. Take care. You take them out. You go for Golden Rod Pokestone. You transfer them to a different slot, and you do the same thing. As soon as they start to save, you just like turn it off and turn it back on. And then you'd still have the Pokemon in your party that you took from the daycare. And then you'd have another one that was actually copied to one of the save slots. And I'd do like a whole team of like 6 Mewtwo, like a whole team of 6 Raikou, which was mostly Raikou. He's like my favorite legendary dog of the 3. Legendary beast, they call him these days. And, yeah, I mean, it used to be shit back in the old Silver days. Oh, Clone here and that. Oh, yeah, I was super into that. But, I mean, that's like kind of getting, like, missing now. Back in the day, like, gold, or not gold, but, red, blue, and yellow. Missing now. That was just, like, another big pack in the game. You had a Pokemon they could exceed level 100 with like a massive stack. It also break your game if he wasn't careful. You created Mewtwo solo versus the Elite Four? I never tried that. It sounds interesting. You like Solgaleo? Just because he's alive? Solgaleo's badass, period. Not or not. I loved Sun and Moon. They were great games. And I love Solgaleo. I never played Moon that much. I actually had a copy of Ultra Moon. Ended up giving it to my niece. I never played it, so I don't know a lot about the Pokemon, but Solgaleo, though. Oh, God. That Pokemon. I feel like it's super underrated. Of course, it's back to fighting the Ultra. Really hoping to avoid that. Johto cloning was the dumbest most fun thing? Oh, for real? Yeah. I'll never forget it. I'll tell my grandkids about it. I had to faint like that thing just now. But yeah, oh gosh. Had boxes full of Mewtwo's. It was just so easy. I could have got some of the steps wrong, but I know like 90% of that is what he had to do. Koba-chan, what is up? Hello? Hello from Georgia, US. How's it going in Japan? It's a trap! Yellow and badgers? No, I see it down here. Good deal. Really wish you could trade Johto Pokemon to Owen. To take a leap was too good. Yeah, I mean, the big thing was the whole, like, Game Boy... Like, you gotta think, when it came to Gold, Silver, and Crystal, they technically were not even, Game Boy Color games. And transferring those from, like, Game Boy to, like, you know, Game Boy Advance, it was a big leap, you know? They were going from, like, barely full-color graphics to, so all of a sudden having the, you know, full color graphics, You can actually watch anime. I don't know if any of you ever did it. You can actually buy anime episodes of like a lot of your favorite anime on Game Boy Advance. Like, legitimately, you can watch full anime episodes. You had to buy cartridges for it. You know, some people think it's I mean, for the times, I thought it was amazing. I had like almost a full season of Pokemon on my Game Boy Advance. Had a few episodes of like Sonic Advance, and, like, you know, just like not Sonic Advance, but Sonic X, I think. It was Sonic the Hedgehog. It was something. Yeah, it had all kinds of stuff like that. I thought it was awesome to be able to watch anime on the Game Boy Advance. And but yeah, that was a big leap to go from like being able to do something like that with capabilities like that to all of a sudden, you know, take it back a notch, and the thing could barely render color. So I remember when the Game Boy Color first came out. Gosh, it was such an amazing time to be alive. All of a sudden, your games went from like green, gray, and white to all of a sudden they were like legitimately in color. I was looking at a really hilarious like meme the other day about the Pokemon sprites. About how they had gone from... Do you remember... Does anybody remember the OG Pokemon sprites? How they didn't even look like Pokemon? Gosh. Like, they used to look like roots and, like, little, like, random, really bad, graphically enhanced salamanders. Oh yeah, the Game Boy Advance totally had like you can look it up. They had like little Nickelodeon clips and cartoons that you could render. Again, they had Pokemon episodes, Sonic the Hedgehog, all kinds of cool shit. That was it. Woo! Happy with the handhelds. Oh god,
let's meet back up where we split off.
How happy I was as well, Renz. That was just. I don't know how many of you played OG Game Boy or OG Game Boy Color, or even OG Game Boy Advance before the SP. The original Game Boy Advance, yes, did not have a backlight. The original Game Boy Advance was like a rectangular device that no backlight, no nothing. And, yeah, you couldn't do a lot with it. We used to have these clunky-ass screens that you could attach to them that had, like, a magnifying glass. Some of them did, or some of them just plugged into the charger port. And it had, like, a little bendy cord where you could just, like, have a lot to it. We didn't have backlots on our handhelds back in the day. Certainly at Game Boys, partial vision. I feel you there, no kidding. I used to love those adapters with like the magnifier screens though. Gosh.
Well, shall we?
Shall.
Watch your step.
You sound like me with my cousins, Rez. My cousins had like strategy gods. I didn't.
Would you look at that?
A ship. The Titanic.
Doesn't look like a ship from any of our fleets. No, this is older than the Commission itself.
Gibberish.
Found you. Take a look at this shard. Never seen anything like it. This handwriting.
You've seen it?
It was long before the first fleet was dispatched. There was an explorer searching for the new world.
I'll be right back. I'll be watching this, don't worry.
I hoped our paths would cross again. Let's see. Monsters displaying disturbing behavior. Song.
Song?
I found a shard. I'm not sure how it was created. I need to check. Sorry, but I can't read the rest.
The Legion is sudden migration. And Song. These notes we found. It's happening right now.
So this thing might be the key to this whole mystery.
Yo! We've been looking all over for you guys. Whoa, look at this old relic.
Can you focus on your job, please?
Sorry.
Astera is calling back its hunters. We need to return ASAP.
What? My grandfather's. I think they're the same.
Wait. You're telling me he brought this from the New World?
I thought I was getting closer to the truth.
Then we'll get there together. You want to know what really happened, right? Same as me. We won't let this get away from us.
Thanks. But
Kid, you either come with me or go home. Don't second guess yourself. There's no time.
Hey, don't worry. I can fill in for you and help while you're gone. For the time being, allow me to be your handler. Sound good?
An offer from the best handler in Astera? You'd be crazy to refuse.
everyone, thank you so much.
Glad to have a partner.
Have fun.
Okay, looks like we're done here. Let's go.
Good luck.
This won't be for nothing. Partner, take care.
The SP was perfectly honest. Let's go back. Let's go back. I feel like I gotta read this. We had a good conversation going on there. The Game Boy SP was a godsend. Oh yeah, definitely. I remember getting my first Game Boy SP. I had an outdated game when it was given to me. It was Crystal version. Crystal had already been out for like, how long had Crystal been out? I got 3 games with it. I got Sonic Advance, Pokemon Crystal, and an Ed, Edd n Eddy video game where you're looking for like the jawbreakers. But I was so ecstatic. Still, yeah. I'd already had Ruby and Sapphire. No, I got Ruby and Sapphire that Christmas, I think. Either way. I can't remember how that went. It was something like that. I either already had them or I got them that Christmas. It was one of the two. I can't remember exactly. But I did love that Game Boy SP. I still have my original OG Game Boy SP, believe it or not, and it still works, still plays video games till this day. It's in my bedroom right now. But yeah, it was definitely a godsend. You can play for your DS as long as you want. The handler just did you dirty like that, she was useless anyway. But yeah, oh man, the Game Boy SP. Tech that was so underappreciated. No kidding. Hungerless Jewel, Jesus Christ, that sounds amazing. Time to get serious. But yeah, Game Boy SP. I mean, you could do a lot with that device. Again, the Game Boy Advance is so underrated. Still to this date, to me, one of the best, which mostly are illegal, so I don't condone it. I will say it still, though. One of the best emulators out there. Every computer they ever put me on in high school, believe you me, it had a Game Boy Advanced emulator on it. Every single one of them. I used to get in trouble for it all the time. They even had one on the smartboard. Smartboard wasn't a thing a lot of schools had. It was just a projector, touchscreen, nothing too special. I used to download so many emulators every time I got the chance to do it, and teachers used to get so mad. But yeah, I actually never brought my Game Boy to school. I was too afraid of losing it. I did on school trips though, and my PSP was the same way.
Thanks for coming on such short notice. Now, as for why I called you back,
Let me check one thing really quick. It's again gonna take seconds. Believe it or not, though, that is exactly how I played and beat my first Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories game. We were going from a trip, which it sounds insane because the amount of time that it took me. It didn't take long. It wasn't even my game. I had Final Fantasy Advent Children on PSP, and there was a kid that brought his Game Boy SP, Game Boy Advance SP, to the school trip. We were both like, kind of like stoked to have our handheld. It was just me and this other kid. And again, I had Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. It was another kid I had known that had played RPGs. He wanted to watch Advent Children. At the time, it was only on PSP. They didn't have the DVD port yet. Maybe they did. At the time, I thought maybe as a kid. Who knows? I'm not looking that up right now. You can. Either way, it was a PSP port, and that's how I had it. And, yeah. We were on this school trip. This kid had never got to watch Advent Children. And I never got to play Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I played 1 and 2, but not Chain of Memories. So we did a little swap ski. I let this kid borrow my PSP while I borrowed his Game Boy SP that he brought. And I played Chain of Memories. On the way there, I beat the Sora Conquest while he watched that. I know. You're thinking right now the times don't add up, and I agree with you. I don't even know how I did it. But I did it. This was the first time that I'd ever beat Kingdom Hearts. And I didn't beat the Riku part. I got like halfway through, and he had a save profile where he actually let me jump at the very end of his playthrough to beat Riku and Axel, or beat Axel with Riku and everything to, you know, see the ending of that game and all that stuff. But, be that as it may, it was the first time I'd ever technically beat Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. And, oh yeah, what a memory, what a memory. It was on a trip to the Coca-Cola factory, though. I'll never forget that. Your parents told you not to bring your SP to school, and you always did all the time. I actually never did bring any of my handheld consoles to school. It was, only on school trips, where I knew I'd be on there, you know, for a very long time. So normally I didn't. Mostly it was because I've talked about it a lot on streams here. I didn't get a lot of stuff like that as a kid. I had to usually save my allowance for it. I got it on holidays, and I never got more than one. So if one messed up, there was never a replacement. And my parents would always drill me with this, like, if a kid takes it, you know, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna be like, oh, that's mine. They're like, no, it's mine. And then, you know, there's shitty parents out there. They'll be like, oh, I totally bought that for my kid, just thinking, oh god, if they get this for free, then I don't gotta buy it. The fact that that's a scenario is shitty, but it is a scenario, and it was heavily induced within my brain. So as a kid, I would never bring stuff like that to school, only because I knew if I lost it, I lost it. I wouldn't get it again. And if I wanted to save my allowance for it, also, if you watch these streams a lot, you know I didn't get a big allowance as a kid. It would have taken a year, maybe 2 years to save up for something like that all over again. And I didn't do it often. Every field trip, if I did, be that as it may, it sounds sad. It wasn't my option, but I didn't get to go on field trips unless my grandparents got to chaperone. And again, I grew up with my grandparents, a lot of you already know that. And yeah, I was that kid that always had the grandparents on the field trips. So, yeah, I didn't get to do that a lot. You'd beat a kid up that tried to take your hand. I'm not saying I wouldn't have. I'd have been in the same boat, but yeah. Brought your 3DS to high school as well. I just didn't get a lot of stuff as a kid, so like I had to save up my money, and if I lost it, I lost it. And again, my grandparents always went on chaperone field trips, so means like your GPA, well, these ends. I still wouldn't want to lose it. The bigger thing was teachers in the school that I grew up in. They were in the area I grew up in. Just look at it this way. I'm not even allowed to take out my damn cell phone at my job now as an adult. So you can think of how it was when I was a kid in this area. It's ridiculous. We'll get this going again.
Hold on. Where's the little gourmand? Still finishing off a few steaks at the canteen?
Actually, she's engaged in another investigation at the moment. I'll be supporting her partner for the time being.
I see. Very well then. Let me fill you in. There have been reports of unidentified subspecies in the Wildspire Waste and the Coral Highlands.
Wait, we gotta backtrack?
One seems to be a subspecies of Paolumu, and the other of Puke Puke. The Analytics Division theorizes that the sudden appearance of new subspecies may be linked to whatever caused the Legiana crossing. Their theory is that some sort of change in the environment has upset their normal behavior. Therefore, we need to take these developments seriously. Seeing as how you'd witnessed the altered Legiana firsthand, I thought you'd be perfect.
Understood. Then my temporary partner here will hunt the subspecies, while I provide support and compile detailed reports for analytics.
Very well. I'm counting on you two.
Yeah.
You've been tasked with investigating the new subspecies. I look forward to working with you, temporary partner.
Wasn't supposed to take a... Yeah. I was the same boat, obviously. I definitely, I think it was 9th grade. I was one of the first kids to have an iPhone. I know, right now you may be thinking something intimately crazy about the iPhone that I had. I wasn't spoiled, believe me. You may be thinking, you had an iPhone. One of the first iPhones, you were spoiled. I had to buy it myself. Not spoiled. It was a lot of money. I think it cost me like... And when I say I had to buy it myself, I mean I had to buy it myself. I didn't just get money handed to me. I had to earn it. And I spent... I don't even remember how much now. It's been like... Gosh, like 14 years, I think. But, just download the mosquito ringtones. So that I cannot do anything like your real partner. Yeah. But yeah, I know it instantly sounds privileged with it saying I had that. But yeah, I used to, you know, obviously text in class when I got the chance. Obviously, used to play games in class when I got the chance. And a lot of things. But I remember specifically, and this was one of the things about like the cell phones. It's basically the same damn way my fucking job is. I remember specifically one day I was walking down the hallway. Sorry for the backlight, my phone's active, obviously. I was walking down the hallway talking to my grandmother after school hours. And this dude literally walks up to me and slips my phone out of my fingers like, yeah, I'll take that. And I was like, dude, I'm talking to my fucking grandmother. And he was like, I don't care who you're talking to. It's like, bro, it's after school hours, and I'm talking to my fucking grandmother. I live with my grandparents. That's the adult household person of my house. And he's like, I don't care. I'm taking your phone. You're in school, and you're not supposed to have it here. Oh, you thought I was mad? Because I had to pay for that phone? I also paid for my own phone bill at the time. My grandparents refused to. They didn't think I needed a cell phone, so I paid for my own phone bill. 9th grade. I was like, what, I think 13 years old? 14, actually. I was 14 years old. Had my own phone. Paid for my own phone bill. And bought an iPhone. I had to work my ass off for that shit. Not to mention, there was a few novelties I had that was actually, you know, a little expendable for me that I actually got to use as well. I won't get into. You'll find teachers too. Oh! Wait till the end of the story. Eventually, I yanked the phone out of the teacher's hand, and I'm like, I called my grandmother Nanny. So I was like, Nanny, some asshole here at school has taken my phone up and doesn't realize I'm talking to you. My parent, my grandmother, my legal guardian. And he wants to take this. So I'm gonna hang up and give it to him. And you're gonna have to come back here. Go out of your way 20 minutes from now to come get it back. And I'm gonna stand here with him until you come. She was like, yeah, you give that asshole your phone and I'll be down there in a minute. And I did. And oh my god, that dude never took up my cell phone ever again. He was even my teacher, was the worst part. I remember this very specifically. He actually made me go stand outside. So I walked outside, and I'm pretty sure he tried his best to like get his shit and go before she got there. Oh god. She got there in like 5 minutes. I thought it was gonna take 20, it took like 5. She got down there, said, where is he? I was standing out front, I was like, let's go. We walked down the hallway, got to him, and she was like, give him his cell phone back now. And he goes, ma'am, you realize he's not supposed to have this in school. And she goes, give him his cell phone back now. And I looked at him and I was like, bro, just don't make it hard on yourself. Just give it back and we'll stop. And then she goes, I said give him his cell phone back. I'm going to lay out something for you. He bought it himself. He pays his own bill. And if he wants to use it here, he can. And he was like, well, you know, school rules is he can't have it, you know. And she goes, during school hours. He called me after school, telling me that he had things to do after school. And now I had to drive all the way down here to get him his cell phone. And I had to go to football practice. And I was telling her we had an after-school football practice meeting. And she was like, I had to drive down here just to go back home, to drive back down here 2 hours from now after his football practice to pick him back up because you tried to make it that much harder on him. And he goes, well, you're not supposed to have... And she goes, I'm tired of you saying that. School was over. He was talking to his grandmother. He tried to tell you. I was on the other end of the phone. You've got no excuse. And then we walked to the principal's office, and I was just like, no, please go back home. This is enough. This is enough. This is enough. She was like, oh no. We went to the principal's office, and she told them what he had done. And that dude never messed with me for the end of the year, which was awesome. Because my grandmother used to do shit like that for me all the time, but my god, sometimes it was embarrassing. But yeah, my job now, oh god, you think it was bad when I was a kid? My god, dude, bosses nowadays just literally walk up and just be like, why are you on your cell phone? And I'd be like, I'm a fucking adult. Gosh. Teachers like that are stupid. You need a cell phone for school there. Yeah, like back then, you know, I played football all the time. I had extracurricular activities I did after school. Grandma about to throw hands. Oh yeah, my grandmother was literally your mom. Yeah, my grandmother was. If anybody gave me shit in school, my grandmother just lost her shit. She was like, nope. And she'd just go right down there, clear it up. Wasn't those the days? Now these days I gotta do that shit myself. Which I'm much more calm. But shit gets done, I guess. Okay, we got 2 quest skis. Gotta go eat some food. But yeah, I used to think the same thing. I still think the same thing with bosses these days. I get rules, I get keeping things in line. What I don't get is giving people a hard time for no fucking reason. Like, if you got nothing going on and you're just like, yeah, this kid here, I'm just gonna give him a hard time. Fuck that. Ballista bombed the teacher through the table for... Oh, man, it used to be worse. 8th grade. Like, 9th grade was bad. That was, like, the only experience I had with 9th grade that was bad. 8th grade, I was going through a rough time. In 8th grade, my dad, you know, had kind of, like, passed on. I'm not gonna get the details, obviously. We don't want to talk about that. Anyway, nonetheless, I was going through a rough time in 8th grade. It was a weird year for any kid, you know, to go through something like that. And I had this teacher. She was actually my homeroom teacher, but she was also my history and social studies and geography teacher. 3 in 1 ski. I took AP classes all throughout high school and middle school. So 8th grade, this teacher every day would just do this whole Pledge of Allegiance thing and make a big deal out of it. Okay, if you went through some real life shit, the worst thing you do is want to wake up at 7 fucking a.m. in the morning, go into a place surrounded by people you don't feel like being around, being yelled at by somebody you don't want to even be around, and them tell you to stand up and put your pledge face on and just start saying words that you just don't feel like saying for once. And this woman had given me the worst time in the world about this, because I legitimately was going through some shit. I was 13. I was going through puberty. I had some real life shit happen, and this woman just wanted to walk up to me and was just like, why aren't you saying the Pledge of Allegiance? And I was like, I just don't feel like it today. I'm just not into it. She made me go stand in the hallway. And I think I've told this story on here before, but needless to say, my grandmother eventually got called, and oh my god, it got bad. Way too fucking early, yeah, they definitely were. And again, going through so much at that time at that age, my grandmother, that's actually the first time my grandmother had ever been called to school, by the way, of me having misbehavior. And it was over the Pledge of Allegiance. Again, I was going through some shit. I'm not saying I'm anti-government, so don't go trying to, like, we're not going anywhere with it other than where it went. I was going through a hard time. And, yeah, just, dear God. Needless to say, that woman got an earful, so did the principal and vice principal, and the school resource officer. Because I had to spend about, before she called my grandparents, it was about 2 weeks I had to spend in the hallway while everything was going on in her classroom. Eighth grade was bad for you too? Did train America proudly, yeah, especially to the history teacher.
There you are.
Howdy. I would read all this. It's never really important, anything these people say, the handlers. Yeah. Okay, so let's just do this. We'll do them in order. No time for Nappa. It's a clever name. Got a cutscene, so let's get it. Let's get it on. Oh man, I hate to hear that, Minato. I feel like that kind of plays in my 9th grade year. Like 8th grade, my dad had, you know, I don't need to say it again. What happened, happened. 9th grade, however, I played football. It was kind of like in his memory. I've never been a sports guy, just be honest with you. Don't tell me your sports theories and stuff like that. I'm not going to be able to relate. Not hating on it, because I could talk about it. If you really want to get in on it, you know, I'll talk about it. it'll be one-sided, and I'll just do a lot of questions.
Commencing
Needless to
the
say, I can
Nightshade
talk about it
Paolumu
still.
investigation now. The 5th Fleet's A-list hunter will take point while I keep record. The field team has already gathered tracks. Let's follow the scout flies.
Cool. My father was actually a really big football fan, so in 9th grade year I decided I'd play football in his memory. I broke this hand, and it wasn't a cold break like some people get. Some people, you know, oh, I broke my hand, I'm gonna get a cast, everybody's gonna sign it in class. No. The breaking of my hand in 9th grade, these 2 fingers touched my wrist. We were going over a new play in football, which was borderline breaking the rules, but it wasn't breaking the rules, and the coaches knew it. So we were going over this play where you would fake grab somebody, move on behind them, then go after the person behind them. And I played lineman tackle on the offensive and defensive line, which sounds like gibberish to a lot of people, so I'll vaguely explain it. Basically, my job was to, on offensive line, protect our quarterback, defensive line, fuck their quarterback up. Okay, and this play that we were going to was a defensive lineman technique for the tackle, where I would like fake out somebody, go under them with my hands, and act like I was going to grab them. And I would fake out, go behind them, and go after the quarterback. And that was basically what my job was when this play was being called. Well, when I did that, I did my fake out, and this actually happened at practice, not even at a game, which is the sad part. Happened at practice. I was going for my fake out. My hands were up. I had him in the right spot. I was going for the fake out, but the way things were positioned, my hand ended up like being put in a weird way, and these 2 fingers on my left hand, my middle finger and whatever the heck you call this finger, touched my wrist. So it snapped to the bone here and here. And yes, you have bones right here in your hands. If you didn't know about it, you got bones there, right here and here. And if those break, you feel nothing, thankfully, but it'll freak you the hell out. My hand completely went numb, and well, we had talked to the football trainer, and he was like, oh, you're fine, you know, I can wiggle your fingers. And what he actually did when he wiggled my fingers to see if my hand was broken, he shifted my bones. Like, your bones fit like this, right? When he wiggled my fingers, they shifted like this. And I had to go get an x-ray done. And those bones, if they get shifted, they don't heal like a regular fracture, is what they told me I had originally. They shift like this. There's only one thing that's going to happen. Surgery. I have metal all in this hand now because of that football trainer and that play. And yeah, that was 9th grade year for me. I actually suffered for about... There was 2 weeks. I was out of school for a week because of my hand. I couldn't do a lot because of just like, I wouldn't say pain, but more of inconvenience. Then it was pain. Then it was surgery. And then it was metal sickness because the metal in my body didn't accept it at first. Like, my body was rejecting the metal, so it kept getting infected. I kept getting sick. I was on constant medication. So, like, I have a scar right here. You can't see it. And all of my blood veins shifted and altered, and basically just, if you look at it like a regular hand, your blood veins, they split out amongst your hand. This one, you can't see it. I have a steady one bloodstream, one blood vein going here, and then it splits here. That's not a normal hand, obviously. And yeah, armor hand. Oh yeah, I wouldn't... I definitely can't go through metal detectors anymore without it going off. Do I still have metal in your armor? Yeah, I still have metal in my hand. I have 2 screws here, 2 screws here, and a plate right here. Does it ever feel cold? It feels shitty in cold weather, I'll tell you that. Does it feel cold? No. Does it feel shitty in cold weather? It gets stiff. Bad. I basically already know I'm gonna end up having carpal tunnel in my hand. I already got like slot. I can't do a lot with this hand. I can do quite a bit of things, but my job requires a lot of hands-on work. and unfortunately, if I gotta do anything with this hand for like 10 minutes straight, it has the worst cramp like right here, and then right here, and I literally just gotta like sit there and just slowly move my hand in and out. It's like the worst pain ever. I mean, I can't even explain it. It's like yeah, I mean, there's nothing else like it, to be honest with you. It's like walking continuously. Like, have you ever tried to walk for exercise and like try to push your limits and then your knees just like feel like shit? It's kind of like what that feels like, where you just want to just like rest. And yeah. Wait, so if you can't go through metal detectors, what do? Oh, well, what happens is when I go to a metal detector, I have to straight up tell them I've had surgery on my hand. I've got metal in my hand still. And they pull me over to the side, and I raise my left hand like this. And they use one of those little wands I'm sure you've seen in films where they get on like planes and flights and shit like that. And if I cross the border to go to another country, I have to completely get out of my car and I have to get that full-on search that you've also probably seen in movies before. Not the whole glove, but pretty much everything other than that. So yeah, when it comes to like walking through a metal detector, if I like, I immediately have to say I've got metal in my hand. I'm gonna set it off. They'll bring me to the side. They'll make me raise my left hand into the air, and they'll scan me all over with a little wand and give me the classic pat down. A couple of years ago, I went to a Bass Nectar show for New Year's Eve, and the lady giving me the pat down when she got to my crotch area, I went, made her blush. She was like, get the fuck on in there. Expecting the glove. Yeah, it doesn't have to happen. We got the one thing, but yeah, not the glove. Not the glove, thankfully. With it being a hand, it's not as bad as you might think. I just like raise it up in the air and they just like wand me up and whatnot. And then they do give me the pat down. I do get that heavy pat down. And when I say heavy pat down, they touch the crotch. Hence the Tigger giggle. I do it almost every time to break the tension because it's awkward for me too. So anytime I get that pat down and the crotchular area comes to play, I give them a and just break the ice because I don't know what else to fucking do at that point. You turn into Tigger from Winnie the Pooh? Yeah, I can't help it, but yeah, they get around that area and it breaks the ice better than what you might think. Oh god, if the cavity check ever happens, I'll no. And that's not a joke. I will probably break down and cry. It's a fear of mine, honestly, because it's an option that people do actually have, unfortunately, when you have surgical procedures like that actually happen. Most of the time, it's not like the films in Hollywood and whatnot. Most of the time, people are more cool about it, but it is still a fear. Thankfully, it's not happened yet. Assume the position. I will hopefully never have to. I'm gonna fire an SOS really quick, just... I cannot. Okay, gotta look up this cutscene real quick. Oh, that wasn't too far. It is looking cool. Oh, man. Don't breathe that shit in! Oh, god damn it. Evil Eye Bat thing?
Back with us? That's a relief. Let's continue the hunt.
Guessing that's not an SOS moment, eh? Oh shit, it is. Okay. That's all it took. Okay, let's get back to the hunt. This one is not looking good. The bill call. Oh, no. Suminato and Rez, how the hell do you broskies feeling about, or bromies, I should say, feel about getting Iceborne? I wish both of you could get it. I really do. Miss playing content with the bromies. Just looks a little something. No, not Diablos. We're looking for the Palmu. Not the Barth either. We got these little thingies here, so I'm guessing we're close to something. I don't even know base game. Man. I really hope both of you can get it. I would love to be able to play the rest of this content with you. Playing it with randos, I mean, it's okay. It's not the same as playing it with the bronies. Is this it? No way, this is it. This is it. It's about to puff up like a fucking puffball, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's that face. No. Even was that? No. There you go. No. I don't even know what your not shoot shit does, but don't do it. Hit it in the face. There you go. Smash. Kind of sushi roll there is. Ah, yes. What kind of sushi roll would you like? I'll take the barrel roll. Why is the sushi roll? for food. Oh, fuck. I did the wrong thing there. Not wise to attack mid-barrel roll. Confucius says. Choco attack. I really shouldn't be checking out this profile. It's worthless, man. Maybe not. The Rosenthal's been up to date. I'm a little sad that my SOS flare did shite. What are you going anywhere? Ah, shit. Double shit! What the fuck are you? And now it leaves? I get here and now it leaves. Oh, fucking excellent. All because of whatever the hell that motherfucker was. If you got hit by the sleepy pill caused me error. G-string prevents you from falling asleep. It's not really what happened. I got hit by the barrel roll by technically intentionally running right into it. You're the real son of a bitch. Whoever the heck you are. When you have to fight two beasties at the same time by yourself. That's when you get shitty. Oh, you running again? We just got here. Oh, it's because the tribal palico-ism. You scaredy bat. Who the hell do you even care? Looks like now it turns into the space pinball. It looks like we got a little roundabout here. I'm gonna take it slow and easy. Hopefully it fixes and rounds up here. Oh, internet something something. Looks like we're still online, which is good. We have a little lag ski. We'll keep an eye on it. Oh, Jesus. Any other monster I've ever fought in this game. This SOS flare has been pointless. Nobody's responding. Sharpen this bad boy. After this fight, I might actually break down and just do a little Monster Hunter World Grunski. Could actually use it, getting some more armor. To it, be one of those random things on the ground eventually. You're talking shit. You're talking shit. Oh, Skittles. Thank you. I mean, horrible. That was it. Cut it off. Hey, somebody trying to join the session. Thank you. Hit it. Cut it. Cut it off. Oh, Jesus. Get out of the stink spray. Get out of the fart. Oh my God. Farts kill 2020. Raise awareness. We don't need this to happen to everybody. Can I talk to you? You got 20 minutes to talk about fart awareness. Airplanes, elevators, even escalators. You're not safe anywhere you go. Oh, Jesus, he's right fucking here. Ah! Stop! I just got here! You fainted me? You're a real son of a bitch. You know that. Alright, I'm gonna do it again. Obviously, I got an SOS again. Son of a bitch. We're gonna take a very, 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 very quick restroom break. I'll make it quick. I'll be right back.
You've been tasked with investigating the new subspecies. I look forward to working with you, temporary partner.
Oh god. Okay. What the fuck am I fighting? It is a it's a Palamu, but apparently he has nightshade effects that are just OP as fuck. I don't know how to put it beyond that. It's nightshade. Palamu. I'm fighting something annoying, needless to say. Something that definitely, I got to the point where I'm, like, past that, like, one person can do it point, and you need other people. And the game's heavily implemented that. And I'm not having any response to my SOS stuff. Also, unfortunately. Go ahead and get out there, fire another SOS, and see how that goes, I suppose. After this, I'm probably going to go back to the Iceborne area and farm a couple things and just try to get like a little bit of the newer armor. The stuff I got on now still actually technically works. It's one of the things I was talking about earlier in the stream, where there are people like saying like this equipment's immediately gonna be like exponentially expired. It's held up pretty damn good so far. I haven't technically been one hit by anything. Have I died? Yeah, one hit? No. So I will say it still holds up. I will say I probably do need an upgrade. No argument there. But we'll get there also. You going to bed?
The field team has already gathered tracks. Let's follow the scout flies.
Okay, let's fight evil Palmu one more time, maybe. Honestly, if I don't kill it this time, I'll end up calling it for the night. I don't want to, but it can't be done alone. And it probably can be. I'm not saying it can't. Somebody probably has, but being real, it's going to be kind of annoying to do alone. I was hoping we had a couple of people in here tonight, maybe on Iceborne stuff, but I guess. I don't know. Gonna keep it up though. I'm not giving up, so think I'm anti-rickrolling. I'm not gonna give you up or let you down. Keep on trying. And hope for the best. Resminado, if you know, ever decide you want to get in on some Iceborne, I'd send some love your way. That's all I'm saying. Take that shit back out. Don't hit the Palico. Damn. Whatever. Is it fighting something over there? Let's see the smoke. I don't see the beastie. I'm not chasing a bear? The hell, game? Chasing that nightshade Palamu. Oh god, fucking bears again. We get some friends with a wide game library that will let you mooch. Paying for games does get expensive. Take it from me. I'm trying to find a damn cactar. Diablos. Stay on target. Not looking for the Bareth. Where's that Palamute? Dragonbone artifact, nice. Wish we could find something other than Bareth stuff. We were on the trail there for a little bit, and then it just stopped. Is that it? That's it. Let's go find this puppy. These motherfuckers. Okay, I see it. We gotta get past all these feral creatures. Right on the top. Let's get it. Dodge! Come on now. There you go. Oh, it's a scorpion. Get over here. Oh, that would happen. Yeah. And that would happen as well. Attack the wrong one. The enemy of my enemy kind of was my friend until I hit it with a sword. that hate. Strong. Hell yeah. That's how you do it. Get some health. Let's get over here. Awesome. That was one time. One time for the one time. And that's all I needed to be. Hopefully I can get more there. Not more deaths, but more damage in. It was going so well. I got a little too ballsy. Not the beastie I want to see as soon as I come out of here. Gosh, I really wish we could get more people in on this SOS. It's almost a little unfair that it's so fucking dead. Dodge, 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 dodge. Get out. They're still. I'm dead. I'm certainly dead. Oh, God damn it. This motherfucking. Not shade shit. God damn it. This is why you need more people with this one. It's designed for 4 people. I'm doing it fucking alone. Ooh, fucking flashbang. Hopefully we can get it finished tonight. If we don't, I mean, I don't really have much to say. I mean, again, it's not like the last night where I'm trying to run things on something that is meant to be solo. There's meant to be at least 4 people doing this. There's absolutely no SOS going on right now. No one to join in. Try and give it the elevator, so let's see how it goes. So it's only got one more dip. Should. Where you at, Calico? Need you. Come on now. Put your shit together. There you go. Full salmon. You're dead. Thank you, Calico. You're the only thing that saved us right there. Stop swinging the fucking sword, so you can conquer. Press an X. Getting somewhere, I guess. Nobody in on the SOS. God damn it. Again, no SOS. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna give up, I guess. I mean, but yeah, without an SOS, this is it's seeming definitely pointless. It's kind of like the other thing. Definitely needed other people. So I'm gonna call it here as far as like fatigue goes. I'm tired. I'm hungry, and it's literally going nowhere. Be that as it may. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow, doing some Final Fantasy 14 stuff, and maybe even on Wednesday, we can do something. Hate to call it here.
You've been tasked with investigating the new subspecies.
I'm tired.
I look forward to working with you.
Just
Temporary partner?
not getting anywhere with this. Definitely need some people on the SOS. We're in the party, and I've got nobody. So yeah. I'm tired, I'm hungry. Hopefully, maybe, you know, some people who have some Iceborne stuff can jump in. And if you don't have Iceborne, maybe you could get it. You know, it's a lot of fun. Not alone, obviously. Alone is rather difficult. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm tired, I'm hungry, and there's no point in me trying to do this alone. I mean, can it be done? Probably. Am I gonna get it tonight? Hell no. I'm not doing it tonight. I'm too tired. I'm too hungry. I'd like to go farther with it, but we'll see how it goes. Definitely going to have to hit up that SOS. But for now, I'm out of here. Thank you all so much for watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, etc. But I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you can catch me next time. If not, then I don't know. Thanks for watching now, I guess. But I will be back on here tomorrow. But tomorrow I'm going to be doing some Final Fantasy 14. Going to be doing Final Fantasy 14 Tuesday, which again starts back tomorrow and will be going on for a while. And if you can't catch me then, until next time or until Wednesday night, and I'm back here with more Monster Hunter World. Hopefully having better luck. I mean, I want to keep playing, but I'm just the things that I'm doing now definitely require other people, and not having said other people is just very infuriating. So yeah. Gonna call it here so far for the night, but hopefully you can catch me next time. Maybe, you know, maybe Thursday doing this, or Wednesday, or even tomorrow doing Final Fantasy 14. But for now, I'm gone. I'm out. Take it easy. Have fun. I gotta get some rest and some food. Until next time, though. Thank you for so much. Yeah, thank you so much for everybody watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, whatever platform you jumped in on. I really appreciate that. And if you ever want to jump in and stream for yourself and want to know a place where you can stream on multiple platforms all at once, hit up Restream. Restream! That's what I do. I stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the exact same time, every single night. And, well, most nights. And that's how I do it. Hit up Restream. I have a link down below, and all of the platforms you're watching on, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, it's down there. Hit it up. They got plans from free to premium with all kinds of cool perks. But for now, I'm out of here. Take it easy. Have fun. Have a great night. But I am out of here. I'm tired, I'm hungry, and a little frustrated. But till then, till next time, I'm out of here.